Good morning, dear hearts. Lesson 187. I bless the world because I bless myself. In this one sentence, we have the realization that there is only oneness. I bless the world because I bless myself, because I am one with that world that I see, that I experience. And again, the consistency and the constancy of the Course is such that not only have we been introduced to this lesson in previous lessons, but also in the text. There's a wonderful line, I do quote it often because I think it's so significant and so important. It's back in chapter 5 in the introduction, and it simply says that you are being blessed by every beneficent thought of any of your brothers anywhere. It's, again, the recognition that our minds are joined. We are one. I bless the world because I bless myself. I cannot be apart from my brothers. I cannot be apart from this world. So every blessed thought I have, every blessing that I give to others, I am giving to myself. There's also in this lesson the reoccurrence of what we have been told many, many times, that giving and receiving are the same. Whatever I give, I will receive. If I am to give salvation, I must first accept it for myself. Remember yesterday's lesson? Salvation of the world depends on me. That's why. Because I cannot give salvation, which means I cannot experience salvation, because I would experience it in the giving, because in the giving is the receiving and hence the knowing, the experience of. So this lesson goes on to talk about really what is it that we share. Well, of course, we share ideas, and every idea, blessing, salvation, these are ideas. Everything that we share, we strengthen. Every idea that I share, I strengthen. Now, because we're in a world of dualism, whether or not we're 100% happy about that, we chose it, but in the world of dualism, this idea works as well. So every idea that I share will be increased, whether it is a positive, beneficent thought or it is a negative one. The negative one would also be increased because I am going to project it upon my brother, and in doing so, I will make it bigger. But I also want to talk about things in form. This lesson tells us what we know, that no form endures, but it is the thought behind the form of things that lives unchangeable. So when I give a form, I give a token, I give a gift to anyone, the gift itself can easily go away. If it's glass, it could fall and be shattered and be gone. If it is, perfume or cologne, it can be used up. But what endures is the thought that inspired the giving. That lasts. So in that moment, when I am someplace and I see something, but it reminds me of someone who I know would appreciate and love it, and I decide to purchase it for them, the idea, the thought of the love that is giving the gift endures even after the form of the gift has disappeared. That's something that goes back to that we are being blessed by every beneficent thought. That beneficent thought might come in a form. The form might fade and go away, be used, disappear, but the thought that inspired the idea lasts. The blessing lasts. And if we want to increase this, we share this with everyone that we can. there's, this idea, there was an old commercial that tell two people who will tell two people who will tell two people. Bless two people who will bless two people who will bless two people. Here we will envision and experience a huge change. This lesson, to go back to it a little bit more, says that never forget that you give but to yourself. Everything that I am giving because in the giving and the receiving are the same. So if I give beautiful things, I give blessings, I too will receive them. So it inspires us to give and give freely and give beautiful, loving thoughts. The lesson also has this wonderful line about sacrifice, that that we can laugh at sacrifice if we truly understood the meaning of giving. There is no sacrifice, because in this world the only thing we ever sacrifice, the only thing that we are asked to sacrifice are things such as pain and death and fear, and there is certainly no sacrifice in relinquishing those ideas. The paragraph 10 comes back to, as I'm always talking about, the one. Now we are one in thought, for fear has gone, and here before the altar of one God, one Father, one Creator, and one thought, we stand together as one Son of God, not separate from Him who is our source, nor distant from one brother who is part of our one self, whose innocence has joined us all as one. We stand in blessedness and give as we receive. There is one. There is one. That's why giving, I can give but to myself. That is why giving and receiving are the same, and that is why there is one world that I will bless when I bless myself. That's it for today. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please tell two friends who tell two friends, and subscribe by doing that. And please comment and be here tomorrow. Namaste.